Hello and welcome to blog number 61, me learning to play the Melodeon. I started playing the Melodeon in May 2011 and I'd only been working on the instrument for a few weeks when I received a notification via Facebook from the guy that fettles all my instruments, a guy called Martin White. You've heard me mention him many times, I expect if you've watched a lot of my videos. And he was recommending to me a tune by a guy called Andy Cutting. Now at the time, I've got to confess, I hadn't heard of him. I know that sounds pretty terrible because he is an absolute genius of the Melodeon, an English guy. The tune that Martin was recommending to me was something called the Abbess, taken from Andy Cutting's album. And I promptly bought the album because I love the track so much, and it's been a source of inspiration to me ever since. So back in February 2014, Melodeon.net, that's the forum for Melodeon players around the world, suggested that the Abbess would be a good tune of the month. And although I really loved the tune, I certainly wasn't up to playing it at that point. But I vowed that I would one day. What I've been doing this week is working the tune out. The original recording is actually in the key of C, and I believe it's played on a G-C Melodeon by Andy. But I found a really good live version by him that he plays on a DG 2.5 Melodeon. So I've had to make a few adjustments because I've only got the basic DG. I don't have the extra row of accidentals and extra notes. But I don't think it's going to compromise the tune too much. I'll post a link to the video. It's a performance that Andy did in Bonn in Germany back in 2016, just last year, as I'm doing this video. Anyway, have a look at this. Okay, it doesn't look too bad, does it? But check this out. Pretty crazy. It's actually 10 pages worth. Admittedly, I've done it in a pretty large font, only 2 bars per stave, but it's pretty crazy. But I'm really pleased with it. I think it's going to be great. Fear not if you're hoping to learn this tune with me. There are lots of repeats. I've just gone through all 83 bars and tried to pick out all the little subtle changes that Andy Cutting makes as he plays the tune through. I'm sure he's the kind of guy that never plays any tune the same twice. I'm sure he has little twiddles and ornaments, and I've included as many of those as I can. I'm not saying this is 100% perfect, but it's as close as I can get. I didn't want to do a dumbed down version. I thought that would be pretty blasphemous for such a beautiful tune. So I've tried to get it right. There's a few bits that I perhaps haven't put in, but I think I've got the essence of it, let's put it that way. So there are 3 main parts to this tune, an A part and a B part and a C part. The A part is 16 bars, the B part is 8 bars, and the C part is 9 bars because it has a bar of just 2 beats in the middle of it. The majority of the tune has got 4 beats to the bar. The way I've written it out is that I've got an A part, a B part and a C part. I've got a D part, which is a variation on the A, an E part, which is a variation on the B, an F part, which is a variation on the C, and a G part, which is a variation on the A. But basically it's A, B, C, A, B, C, A. And as I say, that adds up to 83 bars. So it's a fair amount of work. Now, I'm not saying I can play this yet. I've spent the week figuring it out. It's Thursday, so I've had 4 days on it. And now I've got the task of actually learning to play it. And I'm really looking forward to it, I have to say. It's a very interesting piece to play. There's lots of crossroad chords, lots of very interesting harmonies, lots of slurs, lots of ornaments, if you like. So it's going to keep me, and perhaps you, very busy in the weeks and the months to come. Anyway, hopefully by the time I do the next blog, I'll be able to play the tune and be able to play you a few bars of it to kind of whet your appetite. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next blog.